Robyn Earthy Colored's girl uncovers cruel words from relatives. Robyn Earthy Colored's little girl uncovered unforgiving words she heard from relatives in the Sunday, September 22 episode of Sister Spouses. The 5 offspring of Robyn and Kody have basically been distanced from the other youngsters. However, it isn't the doing of the OG children or even the spouses. Anyway, what did she hear and how has it influenced her? Robyn Earthy Colored's little girl uncovers cruel words from relatives. Previous third spouse, Christine Earthy Colored Woolley, made an exceptionally legitimate and fascinating point. Robyn Brown went into the plural marriage as spouse number 4 of every 2010. She did as such as a separated from lady with 3 kids, Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna. However, Christine's most youthful girl, Truly, who was brought into the world during Robyn and Kody Earthy Colored's romance, didn't have the foggiest idea about her. Most seasoned youngsters were not blood connected with her. She generally expected that every one of the 5 of Robyn's children were her blood kin, which shows how close the children were for an extremely lengthy time. This was the situation until the family left Las Vegas for Flagstaff and their homes were exceptionally far separated. Things definitely different, and obviously Kody's partiality for Robyn and her kids could presently not be covered up. The pandemic occurred and he alluded to Robyn and her 5 as devoted and faithful, while Janelle Brown was doing anything she desired. Her children stuck to this same pattern and Christine was informed she was no greater. Robyn's children felt distanced, and in the most recent episode of Sister Spouses, her oldest little girls shared what they had been told. According to individuals, Aurora said she was informed she was not acknowledged. My mother's children and I have each had our own encounters being told straightforwardly. I have been told straightforwardly, in numerous conditions by various individuals, that I was not acknowledged. That I was not their sister. That they didn't consider or view me as such. All the more in this way, Brianna concurred with her sister, yet put a greater amount of the fault on the guardians. The guardians might have improved with, interfacing us as a family. It never truly worked out. Notwithstanding, it then returned again to the notorious Christmas text trade that elaborate the children as a whole. However, Robyn Brown in some way meddled, and that was the point at which the last separation occurred. The finish, all things considered. Christine Earthy Colored Woolley further explained on the Christmas text and what it meant for the children. Barely a year prior, there was an instant message chain about the Christmas present trade. Everything turned sour. Everything went south. Kody and Robyn and their children were on one side, and they believed that nothing should do with Janelle, me, our children. What's more, there was a parted that occurred after this text string. However, per Robyn Brown, it was her kids who set up the limits during the messaging fiasco, guaranteeing they felt genuinely risky. Christine has kept up with that. She generally had an entryway strategy when it came to Robyn's youngsters, and some way or another, there was a distinction. They were not at her October 2023 wedding to David Woolley.